You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back, Rudrance, for Black and White Sports. Well, we're going to talk about all-world wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills, Stefon Diggs. And, guys, he is a bad MFer. No doubt, I believe he's a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL, has been for several years now. And we're going to talk about ESPN's Stephen A. Smith. That's right. Their supposed big money hustler over there, one of the on-air talents that, number one, is paid a shit ton of money, $12 million a year, and some estimate it may be more than that. And he, of course, dodged the ESPN layoffs. Well, Stephen A. Smith gave a hot take on First Take yesterday about the fact that Stefon Diggs wants out of Buffalo. Now, in fairness to Stephen A., there was a hell of a lot of smoke this offseason around Stefon Diggs, and the idea that him and Josh Allen, Sean McDermott, there was, of course, the infamous Sean McDermott, I don't know where Stefon Diggs is, back at the very beginning of one of the camps, and, well, Stefon Diggs was in the building. And somehow the Buffalo coach didn't know it. But, yeah, Stefon Diggs was there. There was also, of course, the verbal altercation that everybody saw very publicly during the NFL postseason last year between Stefon Diggs and Josh Allen. Not to mention, Stefon Diggs forced himself essentially out of Minnesota. He was disgruntled. I don't know what it is about wide receivers not wanting to stay put, but he didn't want to stay put. Now, guys, this son of a gun is all world. He really is. 3-time Pro Bowler, 1-time All-Pro, 703 receptions, 8,800 yards, 59 TDs in his career, had 154 targets, 108 catches last year, 1,400 yards. 2 years ago, 166 targets, 127 catches, 1,500 yards. So, I got to be fair here and say the following. Surely you don't want the ball thrown to you more, okay? Because you've had the ball thrown at you a lot of times. Well, I tell you what, I got to give Stefon Diggs credit for this, though. He came out and he personally laid the verbal smackdown on Stephen A. Smith for Stephen A. giving, well, the following take right here.
I can't ignore. Because to me, elevating it just like that is letting the Buffalo Bills off the hook. Last time I checked, we looked at Josh Allen, and we said, yo, man, what's going on? You in an AFC Championship game a few years ago. You and Patrick Mahomes was going at it. You were supposed to be the heir apparent and stuff like that. Stuff ain't work out. You lose. Joe Burrow comes up there, goes to the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. Last year at the AFC Championship game. And instead of thinking about Josh Allen, we thinking about Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow going up against one another, okay? So you got Stefon Diggs, this brother all-world receiver, but clearly wasn't happy. He walked out, didn't want to talk to nobody. They came into training camp. They had some friction. They had to get settled and all of this other stuff. Brother wants out, by the way. I'm just telling you what I know. I got my own sources. Brother wants out. He don't want to be in Buffalo anymore. He don't want to do it. I'm telling you right now. I have my sources. Stefon Diggs got to be there, but he would prefer to be gone because he's lost.
Look at Dan Orlovsky's face right now.
Lost a level of belief in the Buffalo Bills. That's right, I said it's Stephen A, baby. I'm telling you what I know. Okay, they can deny it, they can tell you what to do. I have my sources. I'm telling you what I know, all right? But he's not going to force his way out. He know he got to be there and they got to perform. But he ain't feeling the Buffalo Bills the way that he once did because he feels there's a window of opportunity.
Okay, so we'll just pause it right there. You can see Dan Orlovsky's like, wait, what? What? And look, there's been a suspicion, like I said, that Stefon Diggs is disgruntled and wants out. That's been a thing. But Stefon Diggs answered back Stephen A. Smith. Now, look, I'm not about to sit here and say and act like somebody like Stephen A. Smith doesn't have sources because, frankly, these guys, and in case you don't know how this works in the media, these guys all know everybody on all of these teams. I mean, maybe not literally every player because there's people on the back end of the rosters they may not know or they may know. But these coaches, these general managers, these team presidents, these owners, these agents, these media figures have a relationship with all of these folks. All right? Make no mistake. They absolutely do. So Stephen A. Smith has been told this by somebody. Now, he says sources, plural. Well, Stefon Diggs came back and answered that. This is Fox News. Diggs got wind of the comments and took to X, formerly known as the Twitter, to push back against Smith's remarks. Diggs tweeted, quote, 100% not true. I don't know who the source is, but I thought I'd nip this shit in the bud already. So you got Diggs coming out saying Stephen A. Smith don't know shit, and let's just cancel it right here. Let's squash it right here and now. 100% not true. Earlier this offseason, Diggs skipped mandatory minicamp, and Bills coach Sean McDermott was, quote, very concerned. Diggs returned the following day, and his absence was later excused. When the training camp began in late July, Diggs took a few minutes to clear the air, saying the situation was water under the bridge. Everything that needed to be said was said, and we talked it out like men. Everybody involved, Diggs said, it's all water under the bridge. We're back to work. Diggs described the past issues as family matters. I've been in the league. I'm going on my 9th year. I've got more football behind me than I do in front of me, Diggs said in July. My main focus and my only focus is winning Super Bowls. I mean, everybody says they want to win a Super Bowl, but we've had legitimate chances at this thing. Wow. On Monday, Diggs doubled down. Quote, I'm rocking with my dogs. Bills Mafia through and through. Diggs wrote on X along with red and blue heart emojis, and there it is right there. So, look, he come out and he laid the smackdown back on Stephen A. Smith. But I always want to try to be fair, and again, Stephen A. Smith's got sources. I mean, whether Stefon Diggs sort of likes that or not, he absolutely does. There's no telling. For all we know, he got that from the coach or an agent, multiple agents. Or guess what? Another team. We've heard through an agent that Stefon Diggs is pulling. And guys, a lot of times behind the scenes, they will start putting out the feelers out there to gauge early interest from other teams in case things go south and he has to force a trade. But I do find it hilarious because you don't often see with these massive personalities in the media like Stephen A., you don't often see a player just come right out and push back and say, no, you're 100% wrong. You're not right. Stephen A., you did not get this one right. Oops, swung and missed on that one. I guess. Tell me what you think, black and white sports supporters. Stefon Diggs gives Stephen A. Smith the gas face, and I'm here for it. Peace, I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.